everybody, it's Jesse again. Welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. Today I'm going to talk about a little nostalgia and some of the things that just made our generation so great. As I've mentioned before, we had a lot of great slang terms back in the day. Gnarly, awesome, bad actually meant good, wicked, bogus. And our parents all thought we were crazy for running around talking like that, but it was fun. And if you can think of any more extreme slang, comment down below if you would. Remind me of any that I've forgotten or failed to mention here in this short video. I don't know if this next thing has continued to be a thing throughout time. I honestly just don't know. But we used to, in the dark, stand in front of a mirror and repeat Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary 3 times. I remember chills running up my spine and running and hide behind the couch, and I wonder how many of y'all done that. We had a lot of urban legends back then that passed around from, at a young age, from kid to kid, and we'd hear all these stories about the kid with the Pop Rocks. He supposedly ate a whole bag of Pop Rocks and chugged a soda, and then they expanded inside him, and he croaked, and that kind of stuff. And I was talking to my wife, and she thinks that urban legends still persist today, just online. And I don't know, that to me, that kind of, it's not the same to me. There's so much fact checking and BS. There's always some kid or some other kid or some jerk who will go in and and dispute the facts of what the story that's spreading. You know what I mean? When my buddy first told me about the Pop Rocks kid, we were just standing there alone, so there was nobody to fact check and all this stuff. And I don't see it in the same way, happening in the same way. I don't see it happening in the same way that it did back then for us, because that stuff would spread around organically. You know what I mean? And even online, if you tell that story, you post that story online, then you're dealing with a social media business who wants to make money. If that story gains traction and people start looking at it, then they're going to promote that story. That's not organic like when it happened when we were kids. We just told each other. And I was so surprised when I got out into the world as an adult and discussed, brought stuff like this up, and a buddy of mine from New York or Wisconsin or something, oh yeah, I heard that story. I was like, really? Clear over there, on the other side of the country, you heard about the Pop Rocks kid or whatever. So it's fascinating to me how far and wide those old stories used to spread just by word of mouth, because we didn't have social media back then and internet and stuff. That stuff spread organically by word of mouth. So I just find that fascinating. I don't know if y'all will, but I do. Everything seemed more real, more now, more in the moment back then, because like if you wanted to watch an episode of Fraggle Rock, you couldn't download it or get your mom to get you a subscription to something and watch it whenever you wanted. You had to be home at that time. There was no pause button. You couldn't call your sister on the telephone and tell her to pause it for you till you got there. Nothing. You had to be there. If you weren't in front of that TV, you missed it. And I don't even know why they put commercials in those shows back then, because we were in the bathroom. As soon as the commercial came on, I ran to the bathroom, or waited for my brother or sister to run, whoever got there first. We all took turns going to the bathroom as fast as we possibly could and got back. So those commercials were completely wasted on us, a lot of them. Radical. Did I miss Radical? Rad. It was rad, dude. Radical. Another slang term from the day. Bitchin'. Another one. About the time I was in middle school and high school, a girl didn't like you. She was digging on you. Oh yeah, she's digging on me, dude. Or she's digging on you, dude. That's how we used to say it. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. And another thing that was awesome about our generation, we never had litter boxes in our school bathrooms. I think that was a plus. And that happens now, for FYI, if you didn't know, that's a real thing now. Okay. All right. And I'll leave you here with that, and have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.